Kowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate at home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Fourth down.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
He was brought down by Vic Beasley. 1 yard gain Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Titans.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Watson on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Watson. Did he drop it? He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd and long. It's Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, Charles, glancing back to week 2 of the NFL, certainly there were a lot of great games. Unfortunately, though, it was a tough day for injuries across the league, and the team probably hit the hardest, the 49ers, losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas for the season. They also had Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert also leaving that game, but they were certainly not the only team affected.
And remember, they were already missing George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, right? Those guys didn't even play in that ball game. So this is a team. Richard Sherman, of course, is on IR. They've really struggled in the early going. How about the Giants, losing the face of their team and Saquon Barkley? Looks like an ACL gone for the season. And Cortland Sutton also done for the season with an ACL with the Denver Broncos. Tough sledding right now. Remember, Drew Lock, the quarterback, also hurt his shoulder in the last ball game.
And then Christian McCaffrey, they're saying likely at least a month for him of being out with that high ankle sprain. I guess maybe, CD, this is a good year to have just that 3-week IR rather than the longer spell.
It certainly is, and when you can have guys who can return faster for you, and you know that really helps the team out in a big way. Unfortunately for the Colts, former first-round pick and safety, starting safety for them, Malik Hooker, the IR won't apply. He's gone for the season with a torn Achilles.
Let's go. 20.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Faking the give. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Watson off play action. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Watson. Screen play. Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3rd and 4.
Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
1st down, Titans.
Tannehill now to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Tannehill going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Watson. Throw right side complete to Carter. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
3 at the 37-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work this down to the